Next question go to Dr. Amitav Banerjee. One of my viewer is asking about, and his name is Vikram Joshi. He's a epidemiology student. Sir, could you tell us how have epidemiological studies help in understanding the long-term effect of COVID-19 on different populations?
Good question, Vikram. Not only long term, even short term. Short term, we saw that the Western Hemisphere had much 10 to 20 times higher impact than the Eastern country, than the African countries. And there was due to the higher obesity levels. More than 60% are overweight in the West, whereas in Japan, overweight is just 24%, India 24%, Africa less than 20%. So these are the demographic features. Then second was the age, demographic age, the younger age. Africa has younger age, and India and Asian countries have younger age, except for Japan, which is as old or perhaps older than the Western countries, but they are lean. Their BMI is overweight is very less, just like Asian. So they, in spite of being very elderly, they had the least impact earlier. And as I said, after the rollout of vaccine, anybody can see the data. It's from the Worldometer. After the vaccine, mass vaccination, Japan had a surge of COVID and even mortality. So this is epidemiologically, you have to see the demographics, you have to see the age structure, you have to see the, and unfortunately, all middle class Indians are fast approaching the American unhealthy obesity. So we are vulnerable. So this and there was a paper also on large data sets. There was a paper that obesity was the highest risk factor for severe COVID, followed by anxiety disorders, the panic, as Dr. Misra has brought out in yoga and holistic medicine, the mind controls the body immunity. And during the pandemic, there was a high level of panic. People were not allowed to go out. There was a panic of new strains. People were not going in the sunlight, not getting vitamin D. All these things all added to the higher impact. So definitely, as Dr. Sanjay also said, epidemiological science was not followed, only bureaucratic and autocratic policy decisions were taken. And in this context, this WHO pandemic treaty also should be not allowed to be implemented, because this will again, in future pandemics, again, it will be ignoring all the epidemiological differences and having one size fits all, which harms certain communities where the risk is not proportionate to the Western countries.